Hi everybody, welcome back to Life with Anita. Today I'm back in the kitchen and I'm going to share with you a yummy Portuguese dessert. So this recipe actually has two different names, which is a funny story that I'll share with you. So my grandmother and my mom's family, we called them queijadas growing up. And then I got this recipe actually from my lovely sister-in-law. My bridal shower, everybody gave a recipe and she gave me this one. And my husband's family calls them Mimosas. So a little history about my family is we are from Portugal. So both of my parents were born there. And my husband Albert's family is also Portuguese. So it's really nice that I'm able to get these recipes and share them. So I'm gonna jump in. The translation for these is milk tarts. So there is milk in them and a lot of simple ingredients. There's a lot of Portuguese recipes. There's not a lot of fancy ingredients, so that's really nice. So I'm gonna flip you around. I'm gonna share the ingredients with you, and then I will show you how to make them. So if you like these kind of videos, give me a big thumbs up and let me know that you like these baking videos. Okay, so let us turn you around and share these ingredients. Okay, so here are the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need 3 eggs. So you're going to break these up and you're going to beat them. Then you need 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to melt that. You need 2 cups of milk. So we're going to have to warm this up on the stovetop. And then you're going to need a cup of flour and a cup and a half of sugar. So you're gonna cook this in a muffin tin. So this is my muffin tin. It's well loved, as you can see. And then what you need to do is you need to spray it. I'm just gonna use some Pam and spray it. You don't need muffin liners on this. I'll actually tell you a funny story. The first time I made them, I put the muffin liners in here and I called my mom because I was so worried when it was done. I was like, I did something wrong, like they didn't turn out. She's like, well, what is it? And I was like, well, I took them out of the paper. She goes, you don't need paper because it's a very liquid. You'll see it as I mix it. So you're gonna need to spray your pan so that they come out easily. Okay, so I'm gonna go and measure out a couple of these things and warm up and beat everything, and then we'll mix everything together. Okay, so here we go. So in this bowl, I like to use this bowl because it has a little bit of a lip. You can see here, I got this one actually at the dollar store, but because this batter is it's pretty much all liquid, so that way it's easier to pour. So in here I already have my cup and a half of sugar. So then we're gonna add our 2 cups of warm milk. I just warmed this up on the stove top. So you just pour that in. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to add in my 3 beaten eggs. So here they are, cracked and beaten. Add those in. Okay. And then next I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of melted butter. So add those in. And what you're going to do is you're going to mix everything together, and then we're going to add the flour. So you just want to pretty much, you can feel the sugar on the bottom, so you pretty just much want to dissolve it. Okay, so there we go, that's done. So now that everything's mixed together, you're going to add your cup of flour. So here's my cup of flour here. You just dump that in and mix it all together. You can also use a whisk for this, or you can use a spoon, whatever you find is easier. One thing that you'll kind of notice with Portuguese recipes is that the ingredients are usually very simple. There's nothing super fancy about them. I actually have plans to do a couple of different recipes with you that I have from like my grandmother. I also have a Portuguese cookbook. So I have a couple of different options that I'm going to use. Okay, hold on, I need to get a whisk, so just give me that. Okay, the whisk works better. As you can see, it's really liquidy. So now I have my muffin tins. You can see them right over here. They're all sprayed, so let's pour it in. go. All of our muffin tins are filled. So we're going to put these in the oven. I already have it preheated to 350. So they're going to go in for about 30 minutes, so about a half hour. So we're gonna put them in. The one thing that I will tell you that when they're in there cooking is that they kind of puff up and then they'll deflate. Okay, so if you see that happening when you're cooking them, don't worry. So you want to get the edges, and I like them to get them a nice little golden brown because they give it a little bit of crunch and they're so yummy. So I'm going to pop these in the oven, and then when they're done, I will share them with you. Okay, so I just took them out of the oven, and look at those. They look, see the crisp pieces around the edge? That's what you want to look for. So there they are. That one over there was a little bit small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out, and then I'm going to put them on my cooling rack, and when they are cooled down, I will do a taste test with you. But look at those. Don't those look delicious? Okay, so they are out of the oven. I've broke this one open. You can see it's nice and custardy there. Here's what another one looks like. They're so good, crispy on the edges. The inside is soft. They're still a little bit warm, so as they cool, they get a little more like jello-y, kind of, more like a hard custard. But they are delicious. I love them. So, Mia says they're good too. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to keep a couple for us to have here at home tonight. And I'm going to pack up the rest to give to some friends. But that's it for today's video. If you like this kind of videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the fun. Give this video a big thumbs up. And I'd love to hear a comment below. Let me know if you give these a try and let me know what you think. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye, everybody.